Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Smitty. This is an amendment or yeah, I guess it would be an amendment to the previous video on what happened to the 4L60 that we built. I thought that we had solved the problem when I seen the Ford sprag that was laid over. But apparently there is another issue, whether or not we've got a cracked housing somewhere or a leak in the Ford clutch circuit, because it absolutely has no forward gears still, which this has got me baffled because I built so many of these I can't count, but I've never run into this before. So I'm not afraid to show it. Hey, I'm not afraid to say I missed something. So here it is again. We're gonna get this dude tore down and find out what's going on with this thing. Right now I'm kind of stumped, and I feel bad about it, no doubt about it, because I take a lot of pride in my work, and either I just got sloppy and missed something, or it just there's something else that I'm not seeing. Not sure what it is. Maybe a stuck valve in the valve body. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it down and I'm going to dissect it a little at a time, pull the valve body off, and I'll air check what I can with everything put together. Then I'll tear it apart, air check everything. I may need to go lower down in the case. Maybe there's something broke in the low end of the case. I don't think there is. It didn't feel like there was, but again, I don't know. I'm embarrassed more than anything, but you know, I got to suck it up. Hey, it is what it is. We'll get this thing fixed. Or at least we'll find out what he wants to do after we get it, because he's got a lot of money wrapped up in this thing. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay y'all, here's my first one, the things that make you go If you noticed right in there, I've got two check balls that are still stuck in trans gel. I don't know if this didn't get fully warmed up. I never have been a fan of the plastic check balls, but that's what came in this kit, so I used them. I can tell you that I'm going to put steel ones back in it. The newer transmissions, you can get away with the plastic ones, but you don't have to have trans gel to hold it, because it goes in, I mean, it's sandwiched in between two plates. But these old ones, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go back to steel. So that's what we found so far. I'm gonna do some air checking here. Alright, we're gonna try this again. You test right here in this hole. Try not to stand in front of it, you get showered with the transmission fluid that comes out of it. But as you're applying the air, you can hear it engage. And if you look, then you can see it too. See it move down there. So that way you know your piston's good. So now that I've showered the front of the camera with transmission fluid, you at least know it works. And if you couldn't tell, this is a voiceover. As something happened with my mics and they were all staticky. So anyway, we know that the low reverse clutch works like it's supposed to. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this thing apart. Alright, well, I got to a spot where this is pretty interesting. So I decided I'd go further down in this case and figure out what's going on. And this is what I noticed. This moves a little bit more than it should. So I grabbed hold of it. Boom. Now, I don't know about you, but That's, I don't think that's supposed to be Jesus. That's crazy, y'all. You know, there's a first for everything. Well, to say this is kind of unexpected would be an understatement. I've never seen an output shaft broke like that. So I'm going to take the rest of it apart while I'm here and make sure that nothing else broke. Well, I'd say we found the problem, y'all. That's the output shaft, and you can see it's broke clean in two. It's twisted off. Interesting. And this is our, it tried to twist that shaft off right there. I've never seen that before either. So I can't really tell you other than maybe with all the sonnax stuff and the fact that I'm thinking that probably torque management's been shut off. On these you just can't do it. I mean, they've got abuse valves in them. The 700s had that built into the hydraulic circuits, so it, you know, it wouldn't, that's why you wouldn't get as crisp a shift as you would with a 4L60E. But in the same token, that's what ends up breaking parts, and that's what happened here. I mean, it just flat twisted that output shaft in two. So now we know the true reason why it didn't have any forward gears whatsoever, why it just had reverse. So at any rate, I got a new slogan out for you. For me, I would say for anybody that likes to do this stuff, build it, don't buy it. You get a lot more satisfaction out of it in the long run. So build it, don't buy it. Now granted, I know there's some stuff you have to buy, you know, but this kind of stuff you can build, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn that things break. That's how you find out things break. Okay, so I showed you what it was what was broke on this dude. You can see this main shaft here is kind of snapped off. But what I got behind this is some sonnax goodness. This is a high strength shaft, hopefully prevent anything from breaking again. I can't say it's anything, I mean anything can happen. But this new shaft doesn't have this reluctor pressed on here. So I'm going to take this to the shop and press this reluctor off of here. This is for your speed sensor. And some other things we got in our goodie box here. This is a 2.3 heavy duty shift valve, and what this valve does, as you can see it there, is it engages, it makes the overrun clutch engage in drive 3, and it keeps it engaged all the way first, second, and third, whereas the factory setting only uses it in like deceleration. So if you drive around on third anytime and it downshifts into first, the likelihood of you destroying that sprag is slim. So, and the other thing we've got is this right here, which is our heavy duty reaction shaft. This beauty right here, as you can see, well, maybe you can't. Well, you're gonna have to see it through the package. I can't get it out. But as you can see, the splines aren't twisted on that one, and it comes with the bushings in it. So And I'll show you how to install this valve right here a little later in the video. So yeah, there we go. We're going to take that to work, get it pressed on, and we'll be back with you. All right, y'all. Got the shaft, or got the output shaft swapped around. This is our old one. See, no more reluctor on it. And in our box here, we've got the reluctor pressed on the new one. So our output shaft's ready to go. So now we just need to get all this put back together, and we'll get it back in there. So hopefully we can get this thing down the road with no more issues. So I'm gonna set you on a tripod and we'll see what we can get done. So here we go. All right, y'all, we're at our last part here for modification, and we need to modify the valve body. And we're going to take these two plastic check balls out, because we're going to put the metal ones back in it. Alright, now we are supposed to drill a hole, and I do believe it's going to be right through there. Yep. Alright, so we need to drill an 1/8 inch hole. Let's get us a bit here. I don't know why they even put the stamping on the drill bit. You can't hardly read it anyway. Alright. Alright, looks like we got a nice hole there. We're gonna turn the air on and blow that out. Well, what I was going to show you before the camera went dead is this hole that I drilled. If you notice right here, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the light through it. That's the hole they tell you to drill, and it's right next to this check ball here. So I vacuumed most of the junk that I could get out of there. I just stuck the shop vac down in there, but when we take the valve out, we're going to need to flush that out with brake wash. So we need to take, let me get you set up here, take this solenoid out right here. So flip it over and grab you a pick or something and just pull this clip out. And then pull your solenoid out. Set that off to the side for the time being. Then get in there and push your valve out. Take your time, because you're going to have to kind of walk this out. Once you get it to a certain spot, it'll pretty much almost fall out. But you kind of have to look down in the grooves and find you an open spot and give her a shove. Now you'll have a small valve in front, and that's called the 2-3 shuttle valve. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to do this without the without the fan on, but that ain't gonna fly. It's just way too hot in here. There's the shuttle valve I was telling you about. And there's our original 2-3 shift valve. And you notice how much difference it is on this one. So, alright, now we got that out. We need to flush that passage out. And that right there is why you flush it out. If you notice all that metal there, aluminum, whatever you want to call it. So, to put this new one in, very simple. Going to dip it in a little transmission fluid. And that goes in first. Then your shuttle valve goes in behind it. And then of course your solenoid. And then don't forget your clip. Like that. And I'm just checking to make sure that it moves nice and free inside the bore. But you want to make sure you don't have any crap still in there that prevent the valve from doing what it's supposed to do. And I don't see any more aluminum floating around in there. It all looks nice and clean. So, that being that, that's all there is to that modification. So, all we need to do now is put our check balls in there and reassemble the valve body on to the transmission. All right, y'all. There we have it. It's ready to go back. So, you know, hopefully that's the last time I see it until he breaks something else. But yeah, some strange stuff, man. I've never seen that before. You know, this is not my first performance transmission I built. I've built a ton of transmissions. Built one for a buddy of mine back up home, and it's still going. And it was a very similar build. It was a 700 R4, and it's still motoring along. So just one of those deals. I mean, sometimes you get weak parts and stuff doesn't want to work. So, hey, of course this is repetitive on some stuff, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can see what can fail. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment, man. I do read the comments. I dig being able to answer them and talk to y'all. Probably when I get to thousands, when I'm subscribers, I'm gonna start doing some live, maybe sooner if I can figure out how to make everything work, because I've got limited resources. But anyway, hope you liked what you've seen. If you do, make sure and subscribe. You know, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. Turn on the notification bell, smash the like button, leave me a comment. That way YouTube picks up on the algorithm and gets me out there and for more people to see. So ooh, that fan feels good. Anyway, hey, I really appreciate it. Love you all. God bless you. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. And until next video, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.